Hey everyone, before we start, I just want to talk about Vi's runes and items, and the first item that I would get on her would be Trinity Force. The reason why is that it gives her all the stats that she needs, which is HP, damage, attack speed, ability haste, move speed, as well as a Sheen passive, which she could easily proc. And currently, Trinity Force is an item that you could build before the first dragon. Next item that you go for is Stark's Gauge. I know that a lot of people like to build Edge of Night second, but personally, I'd rather go for the Stark's Gauge. At the same cost, you get a lot more HP with the Lifeline passive as well as more max health gained. The only positive thing about Edge of Night is that it gives a little bit more damage, but I'd rather get a lot more HP rather than a bit of damage. Then we go for the Steel-Plated Stone Plate, another really great item for Vi. Once you are able to have this, you have 3 shields in your kit. Number 1 is the Stark's passive, number 2 is the Stone Plate, and number 3 is your second skill when max stacks. So you have a lot of tankiness in your kit, and just in case they have a lot of crowd control, you could go for the Mercury Threads instead. So Stone Plate, really good, and great clutch item, especially when you're low on HP. After this, we go for the Guardian Angel, another great item on Vi. Since she is an all-in champion, chances are if you're gonna ult in the enemy carry, you're gonna go down. But if you have GA, you'd have a second life, and you'll be a lot more tankier. It also gives a little bit more AD, which makes your damage stronger as well. Then we go for the Force of Nature. This item is adjustable depending on the opponents. If they have a lot of AP or AP oriented, Fawn is a great item. But if they're more heavy AD, you could go for the Randuins instead. Then last item, it would depend on you as well. If you would want to be a bit more tanky, you would go for the Force of Nature Randuins. But if you don't think their AP is a threat or you want more damage, another great alternative would be the Mortal Reminder or the Cerilious Grudge. So you could go for this item if you think that you need to carry the game. Now we go to the runes. First rune that we would go for is Aftershock. Really great rune on her right now. When you ulti, you get a bit more tankier. Even though everyone wants to focus you down, you have a lot of shields as well as armor because of the Aftershock proc. But if you would want to go pure damage, another alternative would be Electrocute. Since her burst is really strong as well, you could go for the Electrocute to one-shot your opponents. But if you want a bit of both, Conqueror could be a good alternative because she could easily stack Conqueror, and once you get full stacks, you would get Lifesteal passive, which would help you last longer in a team fight. But personally, I go for the Aftershock because not only does it make you tankier, it also provides a little bit more damage. Next rune that we go for is Triumph. I'd rather get Triumph since usually I'm the one who carries the games. But if you want to be a bit more supportive, Weakness is another great option because once you're able to crowd control someone down, all damage taken will get higher, making you and your team burst the target a lot faster. Next rune that we would go for is Hunter Titan. In case they have a lot of crowd control, this is a really great rune against them. But if they don't have much crowd control, you could go for the Ultimate Shield to make you have more shields during your ultimate, or the Bone Plating to make your duels a bit more efficient. Last rune that I would go for is Pathfinder. Since Vi is a roaming initiator, Pathfinder is really great for her into getting picks, into roaming around the map, and being more effective all around. So that is it for Vi's runes and items, and I will see you guys in game.
Giveaway winners of week number 2.
Hey everyone, big announcement here. My friends and I are doing a huge giveaway as a way of saying thank you to the wildrift community. Master Els, Mirmo, and I are going to be giving away skins and wild cores for the next few weeks. Right, Master Els?
It's Master Els, baby!
And Mirmo?
Oh, shit!
All you have to do is like the video and leave a comment below, and we'll pick out winners every week. Make sure to hit subscribe to my channel for more updates. And don't forget to check out Master Els and Mirmo as well. Links can be found in the description below. Going into the game, this is where I will show you why Vi is really strong right now and is back in the current meta. In this matchup, we're up against Yi, and in a Vi vs Master Yi, this is favorable towards the Vi in the early to mid stages of the game, but once we get to the later stages, this would favor the Yi because he would be able to outscale us. Here I switch to my control ward, put it on one side of the map, then immediately go to my red buff. The reason why I do this is not only to find enemy wards, it's to also know where the opposing team might be and to know which scut they would go for. And if ever they're able to remove my control ward, I would have another control ward by the time the scuttle will spawn. So the clear that I do here is a standard clear where I go for the red buff, raptors, wolves, blue, then scuttle. The reason why I do this rather than going for the red side clear is that this allows me to reach level 4 before the Scuttle spawns. So what one of Vi's strengths is that she is one of the few junglers that would be able to reach level 4 before the Scuttle spawns, and it's something that we want to make use of. The reason why her initial clear is really fast is because of her third skill, which has 2 stacks, as well as her passive, which makes her attack speed and damage a lot stronger. So as you can see, I'm already at my third camp, and looking at the map, he has already completed the Raptors, going for the Krugs, most likely going for the top side Scud, which is perfect for us because we would be level 4, and this would make Vi one of the strongest champions to face when contesting early scuttlers because I would be a level up. He does a really great gank to top side, and here I go for the counter kill. We flash in order to take down the E. He meditates, but without any more spells, with and Echo's also there, we were able to get the counter kill. So not only were we able to get the Master Yi, we're also gonna be able to get the Scuttler. Unfortunately, our bot side lost the 2v2, but it's okay. So I decide to not go for the bot scut anymore because my bot side doesn't have priority. What I want to do is to try to get my level 5, which is after Grump, and try to gank top again. But since Zed doesn't show himself anymore and our bot got caught again, I needed to go back, buy my items, and try to use my ultimate there instead. Unfortunately, the Corki went home, so I go mid. I see that Ziggs is slow. Try to catch him with my Q plus ultimate. I see that Ziggs is still there, but the Scuttler is being taken by Yi in the side, so I go for the Yi instead. Immediate smite, we take the Scud. He is level 4. Once he meditates, I have my ultimate to remove the channeling, and we go for the Ziggs also. Echo, really great engage as well. And we're able to get not only 2 kills, but a Scuttle as well. So this is a really great start for us. Everything's going well, except for our bot lane. I tell them to be careful because I'm in a position where I could carry them as long as they don't die in lane. And facing a Corki Yuumi is very scary, especially if they're able to scale in the later stages of the game. Since their comp is really strong late game, they have Yuumi, Corki, Ziggs, as well as Master Yi. So I don't want to have mistakes in the game. Unfortunately, my solo laners are getting killed, and I'm probably having 2 losing lanes, but we have to do our best in order to carry them. So I see that Corki is extended bot side. My ulti is still off cooldown. I think Blitz is able to hook the Corki, so I go for the counter gank. We try to get the Corki. Yes, we take down the Corki. I go for the Yuumi. The reason why I don't ult here is because she's gonna die anyway. I don't know why our Blitzcrank tried to greed. There's a lot of minions and Yuumi had a lot of HP, so they're able to take down our support, but it's okay. Since we're currently 4-0, we have Trinity Force at 4 minutes, and at this point, this is really good for Vi because we would be able to one-shot our opponent. So even though we're running Electrocute, having Triforce at the 4-minute mark allows us to just one combo our opponents, and I immediately go top since it has a big wave as well as their Yi is there. Perfect timing. We burst the Master Yi down. I should have not used my ulti, but it's okay. Darius tries to dive the Zed. Zed uses the ulti on the Darius. I'm hitting freely, and we take down the Zed as well. Echo with a good backup. I think our Echo's playing well so far. And with the objective spawning in 10 seconds, I decide to try to get some plates. Ziggs shows himself. I tank the tower so my Darius doesn't go down. And I immediately recall to try to look to contest the objective. So 5k at 5 minutes, we buy some items. I regen my mana, then go to the dragon to look to contest. So I don't have my ultimate yet, but I have my flash plus smite just in case. So I would want to buy time. I see Zed on the top side, so this gives me confidence to be able to contest dragon because this would be a 4v5. So I go for the dragon. I look to find a turn if Blitzcrank is able to hook someone. Yuumi uses her ultimate. I try to force the Corki to use the package. I use ulti on the Corki. Unfortunately, I missed my smite because I was too focused on trying to take down their Corki. But we win the team fight. We get 3 of them down. And then I decide to go bot instead of going for the Herald because their Zed is there and I don't have much HP. I try to get platings in the bot side. While I assume that they would go for the Scott, our Darius gets solo killed by Ziggs, which I don't know why. So I continue taking the bot. I have my Triforce plus my third skill to try to take down towers. As soon as Corki arrives, I just want to go back. I see Yuumi as well. I think Corki would cancel my recall, yes. I see that Corki playing a bit too greedy, wants to face check. I immediately go for the punish. Look at my damage. I don't even have electrocute. I just use my first skill, auto, third skill, immediately burst the Corki. So one tip when playing Vi is that you would always want to auto attack before using your third skill because your third skill could be used as a cancel animation, making your overall damage a lot higher. So look at my items, Triforce plus BF Sword, easily burst anyone in the map. What's good about this is that they don't have anyone tanky in their team, so once I'm able to hit my first skill onto anyone, most likely we would be able to burst them down. So now I start the Herald, feeling a bit confident. I see that their Corki is on the bot side. I don't want to repeat the same mistake, so what I do here is I just focus the Herald instead. They try to look for the contest. Ziggs uses his ultimate, but I have my smite to secure. Corki tries to get the bot tower, so after going for the Scott, I realized that I need to go for a trade. So I go for the top tower. Zed, look at my burst. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another combo. Even with Yuumi heals, we burst the Zed down, and we also get a Yuumi as well. So another double kill. We also get mid top tower. I know that Darius are gonna be able to get top tower, so I go mid instead. Ziggs throws a bomb. Decides to AFK. I check if he's really AFK. Guess he is. Probably typing or got disconnected. A bit lucky. But their tower was gonna go down no matter what because I had Herald there. So even though you see that Corki is able to get our bot tower, not only did we get 3 kills, we are also able to get 2 towers. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who's able to make plays in the map. My teammates are always getting caught out, and this is still not a sure win scenario because looking at our comp is not that strong when we get to the later stages as when compared to their composition, which is really strong, especially with the Corki, Yuumi, and Ziggs, as well as the Master Yi. So it's good, a really scary comp to go against in the late game. So I can't make any mistakes. Looking at the bounty, I have a 950 gold bounty, and it's something that I do not want to give up, especially against their carries. So now I buy Stone Plate to make myself even tankier, then going for my Guardian Angel to allow me to be a bit more risky with my plays. Darius tries to escape. I go for the counter gank. We get the Zed. I combo him. Good lifesteal by Darius. We take down the Zed and Yuumi as well. So I try to give the kills on my teammates because I have a lot of gold. So I need to give them gold so they would be able to step up on their game as well. So after taking the blue buff, I'm trying to look for a place. Looking for a place around the map. I see that Darius is a bit low. So I decide to camp top and look for possible counter ganks. Put a control ward deep in their jungle. I see that Yi is at the top side trying to get a catch onto our Darius again. So I go for another counter gank. Meditate, but not enough to live. We get another great kill and we save our teammate as well. So now I'm looking for another member to face check. My ulti will be up in 1 second. Unfortunately, I think my team is playing a bit greedy, but once a Scrying Orb spots us, I just go back. Another objective is spawning 30 seconds, so I decide to camp there instead. Zed takes down my control ward. I look for someone to face check. Since I see that Zed is busy going for the Baron lane, I would probably go for the Dragon once it spawns. I give my teammates the Scuttle. Blitzcrank tries to look for a hook. I try to ping Dragon because Zed is still on the top side. I want to burst this as soon as possible and possibly catch the opponents. They're going for the contest. Can't see them in the map. And as soon as I see them, we're able to get down the dragon. My teammates is able to catch their Ziggs. Great hook by Blitzcrank. We take the Ziggs down. Zed goes for the ultimate. I look for a catch. My ultimate is out of range. So I go back instead. And the reason why is that I have my Guardian Angel, which is very crucial. This allows me to not instantly die in a team fight. Just in case I'm caught in a bad position, I would still have a second life. And with this, I have a lot of shields. So I have a lot of shields with my kit, with my Sterax Gauge, second skill, Stone Plate, so 3 massive shields, and then I have another 4th one, which is my Guardian Angel. So this makes me not only this not only gives me a lot of damage, it also makes me very tanky as well. So Aftershock and a lot of skills. So Yuumi decides to face check. I go for the first skill, deny the attachment. I go for the combo, but with the exhaust plus heals. One thing I don't have right now is Executioner, so I'm not able to take down the Yuumi. My team arrives to try to get a kill. Corki escapes. I see that Zed wants to catch me, but thanks to the Herald, I'm able to get a faster call. Unfortunately, my team still was not able to take down the Corki despite them using off their skills. So me being 12-0 doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to win, because looking at the scoreboard, they're only down 6 to 7 kills and I'm the only one that's fed in the team. I have, I think, 11 to 12k gold, but after that, my team doesn't have that much gold, so I have to play very smart. Not only do I have to get a lot of kills or have good team fight, I also need to live throughout the fights because I have a large bounty on my head and it's something that I don't want to give them. So Darius gets poked. I try to go into Zed. Out of position, he has no more second skill. Blitzcrank flash hooks, but Zed was able to dodge it. Yuumi, a great ultimate. I had to go back, poke the Yi a bit. Once he flashes, I stand back, look for another chance to fight, but it's overall, I think it was a 2-for-1 exchange, not the best for us. So after this clash, this made me realize that I need to catch opponents or burst someone with my first skill to have it a 4v5 every time. Because if we have a normal 5v5 at this point, even though I'm 12-0, I don't think we'll win. Because of the fact that their comp outscales us. Luckily, I see that he's trying to get us cut topside. We go for the punish. And speaking of catching people off, this is a crucial step that I need to do. As soon as he meditates, I have my first skill, which has a slight knockup. I have to flash. Really low. And thanks to my Guardian Angel, I'm still alive with 1 HP. Q out. Stone Plate. I live. Second skill for more shields. Hopefully my team is able to follow up. Unfortunately, they saved me, but we still lost the fight. I think 3 of us are down, yes. Outside of my damage, we don't have much. Ezreal's also farming bot. Super unfortunate, but yeah, this is what I was saying. Even though I'm 13-0, looking at the score, they're able to catch up. 21-17, and this is totally losable because of the fact that their comp is really strong in a 5v5 setting. So I bought Frozen Heart. I bought Force of Nature here because they have a lot of magic, which is Corki, Ziggs, Yuumi. Triple magic damage on their team. Their Yi is far behind, so I don't need to worry about getting much armor. Zed would most probably try to get our Ezreal instead, or someone else in our team, because I'm quite tanky. So thanks to my GA, I still haven't died yet. I accidentally placed a ward. It was supposed to be Herald. So what I did here is I placed Herald at the top, and then I set up the dragon because it's spawning in 40 seconds. So what I would want to do is to try to catch someone at dragon while Herald is slow pushing top. So the longer the clash, the more it's favorable because we have a pushing top lane. So now, we try to look for a catch. We get the Zed down. He's able to ultimate. I go for the Corki. And as soon as our initial burst doesn't catch someone or doesn't get someone down, we have to go back. Blitz gets a really good hook onto the E. This removes their smiter. So the dragon is up. But our HP is not that high. So I try to play a bit. I try to check if they want to start dragon. This would make the opponents hesitate into getting the dragon. And the plan that I did, which is the slow push herald top, is working. Huge wave on the top side. And of course, they don't want to give dragon. This gives my team a chance to recall because they're a bit low. And as soon as I see Zed pushing the top lane, trying to remove the push, this is when we start the dragon. Really crucial dragon for us. Corki has package. We're a bit of out of position, so I go for the Ziggs instead. He has Zonya plus exhaust. Unfortunately, my team arrives. Corki is alone. Hopefully, we're able to take him down. Force the package. Yuumi is not able to attach to the Corki, so we're able to get the Yuumi down. Corki has a flash out. It's okay. We force Corki's Zonya's flash and stasis, so next time we would be able to get the Corki. So another team fight. Zed tries to force a fight, not sure why. Yi also, I have my ultimate. We take down the Yi, and I don't know why they decided to go in one by one, but we'll take it because we really need the picks right now. So as you could see, the fights that are happening are not 5v fights, always 3v3, 4v4, and this is very favorable for us because we have a strong pick composition. And seeing that 3 of them are down, our Echo was got caught by Ziggs' ultimate, but it's okay. I immediately go and start Baron because of the fact that their jungler is still down and it's a 4v2. So hopefully, we're able to get this before they arrive. Still 16 seconds. Great hook by Blitzcrank. I should have ultied the Ziggs to one-shot him, but it happens. We take down the Baron instead. Blitzcrank decides to flash in. They play a bit greedy. Ezreal at least gets a counter kill, shut down. Huge. This allows Ezreal to get back into the game and get his item. As you can see, Ezreal now has 3 items, and we're 17k at we have 17k in our gold right now. And what I do here is I go for the Mortal Reminder last item because I'm placed in a position where I need to have damage and I need to have anti-healing because Yuumi's healing is very strong. If I'm not able to one-shot my opponents, Yuumi's healing would put their HP back to full. So I see that Corki is still down and Zed is 1v1ing the blue buff. Try to look for the catch. I assume that he's alone. Wait for the ultimate. As soon as he uses ultimate, I use mine. We take down the stasis. Zed flashes as well. Mastery decides to contest. We force even Yi's flash, which is really good for us because we forced a lot of key spells at the cost of our ultimate, and our ultimate is gonna be up in 15 seconds, which is not bad. Unluckily, I don't know why Darius was overextended. We were not yet in position to push. The bot wave, mid wave was a bit far, so the opponent was able to were able to get a trade. So what I do here, try to look for a catch. Perfect catch at the E. I use all of my spells so he would not be able to escape. Ziggs has to satchel out. Our Ezreal gets caught also. So my team always gets caught for some random reason. But the most important thing is we're able to get the trades that we need. So I tell my team, Elder is spawning. Their jungler is still down. This is gonna be a bit of a risk because only me and Blitz are here. So what we want to do here is to do what we always do, to try to catch the opponents. And as I said earlier, their comp is very squishy. So whoever Blitz is able to hook, I'm gonna be able to burst down. Even though Yuumi is in their team, I have the damage and anti-healing to prevent them from living. So Blitzcrank misses a crucial hook, but I hit my first kill plus ultimate. Even though he has Yuumi, we burst them down. Good pick off because Corki was really hard and one of the most important champions to take down. Corki wasn't even able to use the package. I play it a bit safe, try to look for the jungler, but their Yi is too far. So I get the smite, we get Elder, dispels sure win and team fight. I immediately go for the flash in, feeling super confident. And Darius flashes in, ultimate, take down the Ziggs. At this point, this is the GG push. All of my worries are gone. We're currently 16-0, Zed's the only one left. I have my ultimate. Just in case he tries to clear. Good stun by Echo. Force the ultimate. Then we end the game. So, masterclass performance. We did all we can, literally carried our team. Props to Blitzcrank for hitting some crucial hooks. We get promoted, 99.12% of Vi. S tier. Really good. I decided to just 16-0-14. Look at my damage. 37 damage dealt as well as my damage taken. Look at my damage taken. Super high as well. Basically 1v9 the game. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our Vi gameplay. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.